I'm a state legislator from Butler County. I've been in the legislature for 21 years and been on the education committee for nearly 20 of those 21 years. But I'm a former teacher. I've been in the trenches, and I'm a parent. And SchoolNet Plus is about the most important thing we've got. And it's about our children. It's about people. It's about redesigning what happens in the classroom and investing resources where we know it makes a difference. When you invest resources in the classroom, we know that matters to kids and it makes a difference. We've got an opportunity we've never had before to reach kids in a way that children will just blossom intellectually and academically. And it's not often in a lifetime where you actually get to really make a dramatic impact on a generation. SchoolNet Plus invests the money on the front end, kindergarten through 4th grade. It has 3 key components. It's got the hardware, it's got the software package, it's got the training, staff development component. Now, the hardware piece is important, and that's what most people think of when you talk about technology, but that's just a part of it. At the core, it's about redesigning what we do in the classroom, and it's about working with teachers to say, here's a tool you can use. So the staff development piece and the software piece, that's where you connect with the child. The box is just the thing that holds all this stuff. The software is the thing that reaches out and grabs the kid and gets his mind expanding, and it's the staff development that helps the teacher, like a surgeon, reach in and say, this is how we're going to connect with this kid, and he's going to learn more and she's going to learn more than she ever thought possible.
When we started on this investigation of technology in the classroom, we assembled a group of principals to meet with the IBM representatives and to talk about what benefits we as educators could expect to procure from the implementation of technology in the classroom. And the principals were impressed rather quickly when IBM had explained that the Curriculum Connections database software and the courseware that integrated into Curriculum Connections had been correlated with the Ohio State standards for a proficiency test, and were correlated, it could be correlated to our own exit outcomes. That was a big decision point, I think, for our principals, because the Cincinnati Public Schools had worked so aggressively on standards for promotion and standards for graduation. That became one of our compelling points to continue to pursue IBM as a potential vendor. It behooved Cincinnati Public's Pilot Mini District to work with as limited a number of vendors as we could, and that's why we pushed the turnkey solution with IBM.
We have networked every building. We have networked all the buildings together, and then we have connected to the internet. So here in New Boston, we have what we call total accessibility. Every child on any terminal within this system can obtain information from all the sources available. So if we have talented and gifted kids, they can pull down information from the higher grade levels. If we have children with special needs, they can pull up materials from the lower levels. At the same time, with total accessibility, all kids can go to the internet for additional services. So we have here a total network system which has actually given us total accessibility to the superhighway and the total information available out there to any of our students at any time. The TLC concept in teaching and learning with computers is a concept that when we began our planning stages and looked at all the options, that we felt was the option that would meet our needs here in New Boston local schools. So TLC, or teaching and learning with computers, allowed us to do the things that we wanted to do to accomplish our goals.
TLC is a program that allows us to integrate our regular curriculum with technology in a more effective way so that we can have more hands-on computer time. The computers aren't ever sitting in the back of the room being wasted.
From the child's standpoint, I think that TLC gives them the opportunity to feel that they are expanding their own horizons. We're in a technological world, and the visuals are such a stimulation for the children. I think that it goes back to the self-esteem issue. It gives them a sense of success. It gives them a sense of wanting to move forward and take some steps that they may not have been willing to take in a traditional classroom. And just the stimulation issue of it in itself. Think about when we were in school and we were sitting there listening to Miss Thomas stand in the front of the class who talked in a monotone voice. I mean, we sat there and we just went, and you know, God, I hate to go back there tomorrow. What we're finding with the TLC is that it is so stimulating to the children that they want to stay with it. The fact that they want to stay with it makes them put more energy into it and again builds their excitement for school.
There's a formula that guarantees every school district in the state, kindergarten through 4th grade, at least one platform for every 5 children. So if you want to know how much you get, you multiply the kindergarten through 4th grade population of your school district, you divide that by 5, and multiply that by $3,500, because that's what we've allocated for each workstation. Believe me, there is nothing in the world that can take the place of a teacher that loves what he or she does. They love the kids, they love what they teach. That is the most powerful, that combined with caring parents is the most powerful combination to reach kids. But just as we give teachers a piece of chalk to write on the board to help convey information, this is a quantum jump. So we're now going to give to these caring, loving, concerned teachers and parents tools that they've never had before to reach kids. And that's what this really is about, because that's what will make the difference.
SchoolNet Plus funding may be different for your school district. There are 171 districts that will receive 35% matching grants toward their technology investment. Please contact your state representative for actual funding information. The successful passage of SchoolNet Plus funding here in Ohio is only the first step in preparing for increased technology integration into grades K through 4. The next step you need to make is an investment in time, a time to plan, a time to map out a 2-year technology strategy that is based upon a total